Hello there, Melissa Lemon here, and welcome to my video called How My Sessions Work. This is part of my Getting Started series. This is video number 4, and I'm going to go ahead and share my presentation with you so that we can get started. Okay, how my sessions work. You can access my pre-recorded healing sessions at sunriseenergyhealing.com, and if you haven't already, I recommend you watch Getting Started numbers 1, 2, and 3 before this one. So recommendations for my sessions in general is to watch the Getting Started series first. It doesn't matter which pre-record session you do first after that, but it is helpful to have some understanding of how all this works before you get started. So this series is going to be very helpful for you, I hope. Another thing that you can do is before a session starts, before you hit the play button, to scribble out any resistances before you get started. It will prevent these resistances from hindering your smooth completion of a session. And as a hint, completion means the session has gone all the way through. Everything has cleared out related to that topic, and more than one viewing of a video may be necessary for this to happen. And that's totally normal, and you could even go through life and kind of have more trauma around a certain issue and may need to come back and watch the video again too. You may get to the point where you're working your own tuition so well and your intention is so strong that they are going through after one viewing, and that's the goal, is to get there. But as you're getting used to it, you may need to watch it several times, and that's totally normal and totally okay. It's always good to have a paper and writing utensil for any scribbling or journaling you'd like to do, or that I have you do in the session. And I wanted to talk specifically about scribbling for a minute. So this is an explanation of scribbling as created by Ali Duzet. Number 1, you're going to write the energy you want to release at the top of the page. So examples, you might write resistance to depression session at the top of a page, or resistance that came up during blank session, because even if you scribble out resistances before the session, another resistance might be triggered in the middle of a session when we're working on something specific. And so you can pause and you can write that down and scribble it out. And the second step is to scribble, scribble, scribble. And set the intention that all of the energy caught up in that resistance is traveling through your arm, through your hand, through your writing utensil, and onto the paper. Basically, it's just getting out of your body. Your body will automatically let you know when you're done, because you will begin to draw an ellipses over and over and over again in the same place, like right on top of each other. And I wanted to demonstrate this for you really quickly, and then I lost my pen. So sorry about that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you really quickly how that works. So I have here a notebook, and on the top I've written resistance to depression session. And you would literally just start scribbling like this and trying to get that energy out. And you might have a lot of resistance, and you might need to scribble on the same thing for several minutes, and you just keep scribbling as long as you need to. You can set a timer and set the intention that when you're done, you're going to be done. Remember, your mind is so powerful. There's lots of different things you can do. Ali Duzet talks a lot about, you can kind of force it sometimes, like force it out and start drawing that ellipses on your own. I don't ever have to do that. For me, this works so well that I don't even have to scribble very long most of the time. Sometimes I need to scribble a little longer, but a lot of the times my resistances will come out really quickly and I'll get that ellipses shape. So basically, when you're done, your body will let you know, because you'll be kind of drawing this ellipses shape right on top of it. You might draw an ellipses but then keep going everywhere, but it's when the ellipses, you're drawing it in the same spot over and over. That is your body telling you that you got it out. It's empty of that resistance or that energy that it was holding on to. So that is a really awesome technique that we'll use, and kind of how it works. So back to the presentation. Staying hydrated is super important. Water helps to flush out what we release, among many other things. So keep your water handy and drink up before and during sessions. It's important that when you start a session, you're already hydrated, and you will see for yourself that as we go through these sessions, you might release something really big, and then all of a sudden you're just like so thirsty and you just need a drink to kind of replenish, to flush that out and replenish your hydration and make sure your body is getting enough water. So that is a huge thing, and that's one of the ways all of this works. So step by step, this is kind of what happens. And if you have any questions about any of this, please send me an email and let me know, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. So what's happening on my end? A session begins with an idea. I choose a topic that I want to work with and that I feel God wants me to work with. I tune into the energy of that topic and set the intention to access the energy of the challenges that this topic brings up into people's lives. So I want to access all the energy that this specific topic brings up and work through it and release it. And on your end, as you go through the session, you're actually doing the releasing in your own life. But on my end, I'm accessing. I do some releasing, but when you do the session, you will do most of the releasing through your own body. So I create a PowerPoint presentation on the topic along with a video recording similar to this. Sometimes I follow the PowerPoint exactly, and sometimes new intuitive informations will come in the moment and we'll just go through it. And sometimes I feel prompted to leave a blank slide, and it's kind of a surprise to me what comes up during the session. It's just whatever comes into my mind, that's kind of what we do, whatever that feels right. So your job on your end is to simply follow along in the video step by step. Listen, stay engaged, journal, feel your feelings, breathe, let go, stay hydrated, tap, visualize, etc. Just do what the video suggests, adding or subtracting tasks as you feel your intuition guiding you to do so. Again, the more you use your intuition, the more powerful these will be for you. Okay, another note about your intuition. We already talked about this a lot in getting started. Number 1, what is intuitive healing? But I wanted to mention that the more you develop and listen to your intuition, the more you will get out of my sessions and the quicker they will go through all the way. So I mentioned that as you develop your intuition a lot, you may be able to watch my videos only one time and have them go through all the way. So that is so huge, and I encourage you to keep developing your intuition. So again, I'm releasing a little bit on my end, and you'll be releasing on your end as you go through. So here's a little rundown of everything. Hopefully this is becoming clear. How do my sessions work? So number 1, they work through intention. My intention as I create them, and your intention as you work through and complete them. We are using our minds, or the power of our minds, to create and stimulate healing. Our minds are that powerful. 2, validation. This is so huge. All these trapped negative energies in our energy field, they just need to be recognized and validated. Sometimes there is a spontaneous release simply at mentioning a specific emotion, thought, etc. They just need to be recognized and validated and honored. Okay, 3rd, the energies released are processed through the physical body. Again, I process some on my end. That's why you'll hear me yawning and why you'll see me shaking and scribbling too. I set the intention that the energies we release will be processed in the safest, gentlest way possible for your body on a timed release if necessary. So if something is too big for you to release all at once, I am setting the intention that it will release on a timed release if necessary, over the course of days, weeks, months, if it's that big. And you can intensify that, or not intensify. You can maybe speed up that process on your own end if you feel like that's happening with you and you're having this big energy that's going to take a lot of time to release. Anytime you think about it over a period of time, just say, I'm breathing on this energy for the next few breaths. I'm breathing on this energy. And that can help things release smoothly and quickly. So, and the 4th thing is believe that it's working. This is huge. You just have to believe. You just have to accept it. And I highly recommend you record what you notice so that you can see for yourself the changes and improvements happening in your life, because that will only increase your belief and it will give you a knowledge that it is working. And so I highly recommend that you do that, and I would love to hear about your experiences. So questions or comments, send them to me at sunriseenergyhealing@protonmail.com. Again, my name is Melissa Lemon, and you can access my pre-recorded sessions at sunriseenergyhealing.com. And just really quickly, I'm going to come say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited for you to be on this healing journey and to get started. So I'm going to stop talking so you can go do more healing videos. Hope you have a great day. Bye.